Cleopatra, the last queen of Egypt, remains one of the most captivating figures in history, remembered not only for her beauty, but for her intelligence, charm, and political genius. Born in 69 BCE, she belonged to the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek family that ruled Egypt after the death of Alexander the Great. Unlike many of her ancestors, Cleopatra embraced Egyptian culture and even learned to speak the native language, something that made her beloved among her people. From the beginning, she was destined for greatness, though her journey was full of danger, betrayal, and ambition. When her father, Ptolemy the Fuhi, died, Cleopatra became co-ruler of Egypt alongside her younger brother, Ptolemy III. However, struggles quickly emerged. Court officials and her brother's advisors plotted against her, forcing Cleopatra to flee into exile. She was only in her late teens at the time, but her determination was unmatched. She knew she had to regain the throne, and for that, she would need powerful allies. That chance came when Julius Caesar, the most powerful man in Rome, arrived. In Alexandria, Cleopatra saw an opportunity. Legend says she had herself smuggled into Caesar's quarters, rolled up in a carpet, where she presented herself before him. Caesar, impressed by her wit and charisma, became both her ally and her lover. With his support, Cleopatra was able to defeat her brother's forces and reclaim her throne as Queen of Egypt. From then on, she ruled with strength and cunning, balancing Egypt's independence while dealing with the growing power of Rome. Cleopatra and Caesar had a son together named Caesarion, which further solidified her influence. Though Caesar never officially recognized the boy as his heir, Cleopatra believed Caesarion could one day rule both Egypt and Rome. She traveled to Rome and lived there for a time, shocking Roman society with her grandeur, intelligence, and confidence. Yet her presence was controversial, as many Romans feared her power and influence over Caesar. When Caesar was assassinated in 44 BCE, Cleopatra's dreams for Caesarion's future in Rome collapsed. She quickly returned to Egypt to protect her throne and her son. The turmoil in Rome did not end with Caesar's death. Two of his supporters, Mark Antony and Octavian, rose as the most powerful men in the empire. Cleopatra saw another chance to secure her position and once again used her charm and intelligence to win over Mark Antony. Their first meeting is legendary. Cleopatra arrived on a golden barge, dressed as the goddess Isis, with perfumes filling the air. Antony was captivated, and soon their political alliance became a passionate love affair. Together, Cleopatra and Antony sought to create a powerful Eastern empire that could rival Rome. They had 3 children and lived in luxury, but their ambitions alarmed Octavian, Caesar's adopted heir. He accused Cleopatra of manipulating Antony and threatening Rome's stability. This led to one of the most famous confrontations in history, the Battle of Actium in 31 BCE. Antony and Cleopatra's forces were defeated by Octavian's navy. Retreating to Egypt, the lovers faced the inevitable. As Octavian's army closed in on Alexandria, Antony received false news that Cleopatra had taken her own life. Broken-hearted, he fell on his sword. When Cleopatra found him dying, she held him in her arms, mourning her beloved. Realizing there was no escape, Cleopatra decided she would not be paraded through Rome as a conquered queen. According to legend, she arranged for a venomous asp, a small Egyptian cobra, to be smuggled into her chamber. Allowing the snake to bite her, she ended her life with dignity, joining Antony in death. Cleopatra's legacy has endured for centuries. She is remembered not merely as a seductress, as Roman propaganda painted her, but as a brilliant ruler who fought to protect her kingdom's independence in the face of overwhelming odds. Her life was filled with ambition, love, and tragedy, and even in death, she became immortal in history, a symbol of power, intelligence, and timeless allure.